Welcome to the Safe Money Retirement Show with your host, Tim Wood. Tim is a retirement and income specialist, certified financial fiduciary, and the founder of SafeMoneyRetirement.com. Tim primarily serves Western North Carolina, East Tennessee, and Southwest Virginia, but he's sought after nationally for his expertise in helping people secure their retirements. Mr. Wood is a licensed life insurance professional in multiple states and specializes in working with people who are near retirement and those who have already retired with wealth management, income planning, and asset protection strategies using life, health, long-term care, and annuity insurance products. And now, here to talk with you about securing your retirement, your host, Tim Wood.
Welcome to the Safe Money Retirement Show. I'm Tim Wood, an asset and retirement protection and guaranteed income specialist. Did you know you can refinance your retirement much like you do a mortgage or a used car loan? I'm going to explain what I'm talking about and how it can help you here over the next few minutes. But first, as you hear me say every time, if you don't already have a copy of my book, please get your own copy, absolutely free, no obligation. We will send you a copy of Safe Money Retirement, Your Game Plan for Success. It will really go into detail about why I am in this business, what it means for me to be in this business, and what were the things that got me into this business, and then why I do what I do. Get your copy absolutely free. There is no obligation. There's no cost. Log on to our website, SafeMoneyRetirement.com, and get your own copy, or you can give us a call 24/7, 833-413-SAFE. That's 833-413-7233. Okay, now let's get into it about how you can refinance your retirement. So let's start with what we already know, and that is you can refinance a mortgage, you can refinance a car, you can refinance personal loans, you can refinance almost any kind of a loan that you have. When you get the loan and the rates are high, kind of like they are right now, a lot of people, if they're buying houses now, chances are over the next few years, 3, 4, 5 years, we're hoping the rates are going to go down. They're going to refinance from the high rate they're at now. When the rates go lower, yes, do you have to pay some closing costs, but then you save a whole lot because you've refinanced. It happened before. You know, you can remember a while back, rates were really high. They dropped and everybody refinanced. Cars, houses, personal loans, basically any loan that you had, you could refinance. So why can't you do that in your retirement? Or can you? Well, there's one particular thing that you can do that I'm actually doing with even a lot of my own clients, and that is refinancing an annuity that you got in the past. Up until very recently, I would say up until about 2 or 3 years ago, rates were relatively low until we just had this recent spike in rates. So someone that got some sort of an annuity, whether it was an income annuity, a growth annuity, whatever, for them for their retirement, and they got that a few years ago, chances are the rates were super low. If it was more than a few years ago, the rates could have even been lower. But now the rates are close to historic highs. They've started to slip a little bit, but they're still really high. And what we can do, we can look at essentially refinancing or just putting you into a new product if it's an annuity, taking you out of that old product, putting you into the new product. There may be some cost involved, but there's the new products. We've got some products out there that have some bonuses that can recoup any of those costs to get the changeover done. So that's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about refinancing your retirement. And the changes can be pretty dramatic. I had one that literally the rate that we got them today was 3 times higher than the rate they had gotten this was 7 or 8 years ago. This just happened last week. So this happens quite often recently with the rate environment that we're in. Now, it doesn't happen all the time, but when the rates are super high and they've been low in the past, it's a really good time to refinance any of those lower rate things. Not on things that you're paying interest. On things that you're paying interest, you want to do the opposite, right? You want to refinance the high things that you're paying for low. But when you are trying to get paid, you want to refinance the low for the high. So essentially what I'm saying is it's in an inverse of where the market typically is as far as what you're thinking of refinancing. If it doesn't make sense to refinance a lower rate for a higher rate, it does make sense to refinance a lower rate retirement product for a higher rate retirement product that you would be able to get at right now. So that's what I'm talking about. And it's not just annuities. There are pension plans that people have that they've looked into, and it depends on what the rates are as to when you turn that on. So there are several different options and several different ways that this refinance idea can work and how it can work for you. But it's something that I want you to consider, because just because you got a plan, and let's say it was 7 years ago, like this client last week, 7 years ago, you got a plan and you thought that was going to be the plan for the rest of your life. Well, that's fantastic. And that type of plan may still be the plan for you for the rest of your life. I didn't change this lady from the plan she was in at all. We just got her into a new version of the plan with rates literally 3 times higher. It's actually a little more than 3 times higher if you want to be technical about it. But essentially, it's moving from the same type of plan that you're in now, moving you to a new plan. And sometimes it's even with the same company. There's a lot of companies these days that actually will essentially refinance you inside the company to keep your business. It's just going from a very low rate to a much higher rate of today. Kind of like if you ever had a cell phone and the rates keep going up and up and up and you call and threaten to cancel, guess what? You're going to get a really good rate. Same thing happens with a lot of those kind of industries. You call up the cable company because you're upset with your rates going up. Well, if you want me to stay, you're going to have to do something. Well, guess what? They're going to do something. Kind of the same idea with a lot of these different products. You've got the opportunity to refinance, to essentially get out of those old lower rates, get into new higher rates, and then you're locked into those higher rates and you're locked into them. So you don't have to worry about then when the rates go back down, you're starting at the higher rate. So you're going to have it better off moving forward throughout your retirement. Now, what benefit does this get you? Obviously, if you are in an income plan, a higher rate of return on either the income side or the growth side, it's going to get you more money in your account. It's going to get you a higher income payout. It's going to get you more principal in your account. Nothing negative there. Same thing if it's a growth plan. If you are going from lower rates to higher rates, obviously you're going to have the opportunity for significantly more growth. And that particular rate that I was talking about from the lady from last week, that was actually in the fixed rate that it went up over 3 times what it was just a few years ago. So now she's going to be able to have the opportunity to get that fixed rate because her plan was one of those hybrid plans y'all have heard me talking about, where you can choose every year between a fixed rate and a market index rate. So a lot of those different rates, they're all very high compared to what they were just 5, 6, 7 years ago. So anybody in any type of a plan like that, it's time to take a look. It's time to get with a certified financial fiduciary and take a look at the plans that you had and figure out if it makes sense to do a refinance and look and see if there's better rates for you in the plans that you have now. Well, I'm about out of time, and I would like to thank you for listening to the Safe Money Retirement Show. If you're serious about your financial future, give me a call, and together we'll get your retirement savings on the fast track to accumulate while reducing exposure to market loss. Thanks for listening, and until next time at the same time, I'm Tim Wood reminding you to stay safe so you can step into a secure future.
You've been listening to the Safe Money Retirement Show with your host, Tim Wood. Find out how to contractually guarantee that your hard-earned money is safe from market losses and that you have an income you can't outlive so you can have the retirement that you deserve. Call Tim Wood now for your complimentary Safe Money Retirement book and information kit at 833-413-SAFE. That's 833-413-7233. Or request your copy of Tim's book online at safemoneyretirement.com. The preceding information does not represent tax, legal, or investment advice. Surrender charges apply to base contracts. Optional lifetime income benefit riders are used to calculate lifetime payments only and are not available for cash surrender or in a death benefit unless specified in the annuity contract. Fees may apply. Guarantees are based on the financial strength and claims-paying ability of the insurance company. No information presented today should be acted upon without meeting with a qualified and licensed professional. Obviously, by calling us now, you are just taking the first step towards protecting your retirement. It's important that you read all insurance contract disclosures carefully before making a purchase decision. Rates and returns mentioned on this program are subject to change without notice. Business owners, some of you have worked 20 and even 30 years to build your business. You're ready to sell this asset and go into retirement, but you don't want to risk or lose any of your hard-earned money. Property owners, have you just sold your property and need to turn that money into lifetime income? How about 401k participants? Have you recently changed jobs or reached the age 59 and a half and have a retirement account you don't want to see exposed to market losses? If you have money you're counting on for retirement, don't gamble your life's work away if you are nearing or in retirement. Take some chips off the table and do something to take the stress out of retirement. Call 833-413-SAFE. That's 833-413-7233. Your hard-earned money deserves our help. Call us now at 833-413-SAFE. That's 833-413-7233.